If you want to learn more about the formulas and theories I use when I analyze companies, go check my website whatinvest.com. There is a link in the description of this video. Let me tell you a story. The financial crisis had just started. It was around 2008, 2009. We all remember those scary times. Some of us, we didn't know how the future was gonna be. They were very dark times for millions of people. Probably you or your relatives or friends, they lost their jobs due to this crisis. Yes, crises are terrible, but it's not the end of the world for all of them. There are some people that thrive during these hard times, and with people there are companies that get bigger, and when the crisis is gone we realize they were the winners. This crisis that we're facing right now is no different from the one we experienced 10 years ago. For this time there are gonna be winners as well. We just have to find them. The previous crisis, let's imagine that you were a parent at that time and you just got fired. You needed to make income to survive and to raise your child. You were a lawyer, and at that time it was very difficult to get a job in that field. You had to look for other options. Then you think, okay, what can I do? What do I know? Unfortunately, you have no, let's say, special skills. I mean, you don't know how to fix a toilet or how to build a table. Then you ask yourself, what do I have? What assets do I own that I can use to generate money? Then you think and you see your car. You can use your car to make money. But how? You look on the internet and you realize there is one company that lets you use your car as if it were a taxi, in which you can earn money by delivering a service. You can use your car, pick up people and get them to their destination as if it were a taxi. By that way you could earn enough money during those times. This company that offered this service was called Uber, and we all know how big is this company right now. Let's imagine I didn't have a car, but I had a house. I had a spare room, a guest room. So you could think, how can I generate income with that spare room? So you look on internet and you realize there's one company that lets you rent that room per night to other people, as if it were a hotel or hostel or other kind of accommodation. You sign up this service and you charge $20 a night. So if you rent your room for 5 nights a week, that means $100. At the end of the month you end up with around $300 after commissions to this service. But that's better than nothing, and you didn't have to do any investment. This service was called Airbnb, and we all know how big Airbnb is right now. These two companies, of course, they are not perfect. They have a lot of things that they have to improve, but they offered a service, and not to its customers, but to its professionals. They let people earn income during these hard times. If you were out of a job, you could sign up in these services and earn some income. Also, during the crisis, every single penny counted for us. So if you could save money, perfect. And let's imagine you needed to go to other city, but you were on a low budget. So you were in the airport at this city and you have to go to city center. You realize there is an app that you can call and somebody will pick you up and drive you to your destination for half the money that a taxi could charge you. During this crisis, you could take this new service. And now let's imagine you needed to spend the night in that city. You could go to a hotel, but you see that prices are very high. And then you look on the internet and there is Airbnb, in which you can stay in city center for half the price of a hotel. You could use this service. These two companies were winners during this crisis. They provided a service that let people earn money and save money at the same time. The point I want you to learn with this story is that with all kinds of crises, there are companies that will grow, that will thrive, that will be winners. And during this time, these hard times, there will be companies that will hit the jackpot. So it's your mission to look for these companies, because if you find them, you will get a winner. Because if you invest in them, you will do great for the future years. So it's your mission right now to look for the Uber, for the Airbnb, for the companies that will provide not exactly these services, but the companies that will let other people earn money during these hard times. So go look for them, and then when you find them, you do your research, analyze the companies, read the annual reports, and then you can decide if it's a worth investment or not. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.